Just be yourself is advice that you've probably heard countless of times, right? It gets said it over and over because it reassures you not to be afraid. It lets you it lets you believe that the world is going to be okay with who you are. But what if it's not? What if that's not true? What if who you truly are doesn't make you happy and you're not happy with yourself? No one ever talks about that, right? And the advice just ends with just be yourself. And they make it sound so easy. They make it look that like it's just an effortless thing to do sometimes. And I do feel like it's crazy because authenticity matters. It's valued so high right now. It matters so much in this world. I feel like it's crazy because people nowadays they used to flex back then on like things that they were doing or accomplishments, but people nowadays, they just kind of sit in the front of a camera and talk in their rooms, kind of similar to what I'm doing right now. And they get this engagement. They get feedback on how like great this is because it's authentic and they're being their true selves. But what about for the people that don't like who they are? What about the people that aren't happy with themselves? Because I was in this position. I felt this way. And I'm sure that if you're watching this video, you might even feel this way too. Because no one gives advice to the people that aren't happy with themselves, that don't want to be themselves, that want to be someone that they can be proud of. And I believe that we get lost nowadays. We don't truly know who we are sometimes, and we get lost in the idea of trying to be ourselves. Like, we have all of these flaws and imperfections that allow us to divert ourselves from improvement and growth. I used to make excuses of thinking that I was just introverted or I was an introvert and I wouldn't want to talk as much, and I would be just trying to make small talk with some people and it just wouldn't work. Like anytime I would talk with these people and try to create deeper connections with them, it didn't work. I could never find what it is that gives that deeper connection, what people probably have with just day to day that makes it look so easy. But then it clicked for me. I realized that the reason why I was feeling so exhausted and drained after trying to talk to these people wasn't because I was introverted, it was because I was holding back. If you're watching this video and you don't feel like your true self, ask yourself, are you holding back? Because that was my issue, and I believe that's most people's issues as well, but they don't realize that until it's too late. Until they become proud of themselves and who they are, they realize, like how I have, that I have been holding back myself from other people. Trying to connect with people, it just never worked because I wasn't myself. I wasn't being who I truly am with these people because I felt like I would be judged and people would be afraid. I would be afraid. But then I realized that when the right people would come along, they will understand who you are. And if they resonate with your words, they will create deeper connections with you. I had the worst day yesterday. I failed like 2 quizzes in like 2 different classes, and then in my 3rd class I got like a C, and I'm like a straight A student, if not AB, and that really hurt, right? It really sucked. But I realized that throughout this day, even though this was happening to my grades and I was feeling this kind of disappointment throughout, like I took 4 L's in that day, if not 5. Like I couldn't even, like there was this girl that I was looking for that I wanted to ask for her number and I couldn't even find her either. And I was like, damn, what is happening? But I still felt happy. I still felt refreshed. And I realized that I was talking to a lot of people that were resonating with me, right? And I was like, okay, maybe that's what it is, right? It's my mental health. I'm feeling better because I'm talking to people. And yes, that was part of it. But that is not all of it, and that is not what actually made me feel good. It was because I was being my true self. It was because I was being Anthony. I was being the person that I've been trying to become. On YouTube, I upload these videos of who I truly am authentically, in hopes that people that are similar to me will resonate with my words and come join my community. But I've started to act like who I do online. In real life, I've become my true self. I've become Avi. And to these people, most of them are resonating with me. They understand where I'm coming from, and they're listening to my words, and they enjoy hanging out with me. I realized I'm actually extroverted. I am an extrovert person that likes to be social, that likes to be social with the people that resonate with my words. And that is probably the biggest thing on why you need to be your true self. Because once you're truly yourself, even in the first step, which is being honest with yourself and embracing your flaws and fixing, because nothing about you has to stay permanent. Nothing about you has to stay permanent. There are some things about you you can't change, but there are a lot of things that you can change. And when you figure out that you can change these things, you can start creating the version of yourself that you want to present to others, the version of yourself that you want to attract in people. And I believe that being your true self has truly changed my life. Like, actually, I've genuinely never felt happier. I feel like I'm a kid again in a way. I feel like I'm happy, and because I'm talking with these people, and not only is my mental health high because of that, but it's because I'm being myself. And being myself has never been harder, because if you're like me, you've had trouble being vulnerable with people because you've been holding back. You've been vulnerable, or you haven't been vulnerable with them because you felt like you were maybe even giving them power. Because I had this one girl that I used to talk to back then, and I told her literally everything about me. She was exactly like me, so I decided it would be best for me to tell her everything about me, because she resonated with my words. She was the first. But then she left my life. She left me alone in this life with people that she wanted to hang around. And because of that, I lost a person due to being vulnerable, which stopped me from being vulnerable to anyone else. And it stopped me from being my true self to anyone. I was holding back my true self from everyone I would meet, everyone I would talk to, because I was afraid of judgment. And I believe that, especially after reading the 48 Laws of Power, this didn't really help my vulnerability. It didn't really help me, because I realized that I didn't want to give power to people around me. But I realized that the second step is to be okay with giving people power. This is very, very scary information to deal with, because whenever it comes to giving people power, things like them leaving you might happen. It happened to me. It happened to me those years back, the first person I was vulnerable to. They left my life when I gave them all of my power. All of every information about me that I wanted to share, because they were exactly like me, just pushed them away. And I believe that if you give power to the right people by giving them information about you, your words, the people that resonate with you will stay, and they will give you these deeper connections you're looking for, while the people that don't resonate with you will soon wither away from your life. And that's not necessarily a bad thing when you really think about it. Because being yourself means accepting who you finally are. And whether it's a person you like or not, you can change it. And you can become an even better person. I'm still becoming a better person. I'm bettering myself every day. I'm out here at a park I ran to today because I felt like I needed to talk about this, because I really had no idea that I started being my true self around people. I started being a little bit more vulnerable, giving some certain people more power to create deeper connections. That's why I didn't have friends. Or that's why I didn't have true friends, is the better word. Because I did have to deal with some fake relationships and people that didn't resonate with my words. And I'm sure you have too. Really take in who you are and embrace all your flaws. And know what you need to fix. Reflect on your life and everything you do and fix what you believe needs to be fixed. But whenever it comes to giving people power, just understand that that transaction will be transactional in a way. It's like whenever you give these people power, they will give you information on them back, creating a deeper conversation and experience with those people. And if that's what you're missing from your life, then I truly hope that you sure do find it. It is windy as heck outside. I'm sorry. My video quality is probably not good. My audio quality might not even be good either. But I'm currently at a park and I'm about to go to another park that's over there that way. And I'm just going to relax and lay on grass. Again, I want to thank y'all, or I haven't done this yet. I want to thank y'all for the 100 subs. Honestly, that was my goal by this summer. I never expected to hit 100 subs this early, man. That feels insane to know that 100 people resonate with my words and subscribe to my channel. I truly am so thankful for that, truly. I genuinely can't even believe it that I'm already at 100. I hope to find more people, but man, this is enough. This is plenty of people that resonate with my words. I genuinely hope you have a beautiful day if you stayed to the end of this video. And if you want to talk more with me, my email is going to be in the description of this video and my channel. Please subscribe if you relate to what this video is talking about and if you resonate with my words. But yeah, if you want to contact me more about being your true self or any other video that I've kind of made or just any questions, feel free. I am open. I hope you have a beautiful day and I will see you later. But before I do that, look at this. Look at this, bro. I'm living outside. I'm about to go over there to that park. I will see y'all later, okay? Have a great day, truly.